What is it?
Tail shaft. Little moist around the hole. No, it's got a little drip of fluid.
Has it always been like that?
I think it has, yeah. Drip since we got it back. Looks like it's coming from the outside though, not the inside.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not leaking around the shaft there. Alright, well, so new converter is going to be here tomorrow. This is Thursday before 2. So I am going to go ahead and pull the transmission out of it and have it ready to go back in. See if we can't get this thing out to make some test passes Friday evening, night. So try this new converter out. Shaft is out. Oh my God. Bolt come loose. Look how dirty that thing is. It's from more in the woods. Look up in here. Jeez.
Get the air hose out.
It was dirty, huh? Yeah.
You need to start doing bolt checks on this thing.
I mean, I typically do the important stuff.
CJ.
Like the rear wheels. And sleeves too.
You're killing me here. Really killing me.
The rest of it's tight.
See, this is the hard part about videoing, that you get to see all these wonderful things, and then when you're OCD or you have anxiety real bad, all these wonderful things run through your head while your husband's making a pass.
Like that. Holds the cable in place. What the hell?
CJ?
I don't understand how so much stuff come loose. If we're being honest.
It hasn't willied, honestly, in a while.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it come loose, but I mean, this shit's been on here since I built the car. It's all been bolt checked and everything was tight. It's been bolt checked several times. I haven't this year because that was good for 2 years.
Yeah, let's get that fixed.
So, oh well.
Oh well.
I have to go over it.
Yeah, just oh well.
Hey, it held up to get to the winner circle of 26s on the second chance race.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What else are we gonna
The
find?
mat inside there looks like it's sucked out up into the flex plate. Or is that the... No, that's the diaper itself, I think. Yeah, that's the diaper itself. Hit the flex plate.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
put a couple holes and zip ties on it.
Yeah, do something with it. What else we got?
Well, torque converter bolts tight. The transmission bolts are tight. Most of the drive shaft bolts were tight. So, doing pretty good so far. Really not very cool about the shifter thing though.
What is it? Your shifter?
Yeah, the shifter cable. none of it's even hooked up. I probably should hook this stuff up.
You have all these great tools, and they're not being utilized.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
Huh?
What's wrong with you?
I ran out of inputs. So I got the input expander. Never finished hooking it up.
CJ.
I was too busy trying to fix a wrecked car. So, all right then. We got these bolts, those bolts, the torque converter bolts, the starter, and the 2 bottom bolts, and the transmission should come out.
Plus side is, it sounds like most of your bolts are already loose.
I know. It's like finger tight, snap tight, and just snaps together. But I'm going to cut the ties on these. I'm going to try not to unhook the transmission lines on this. I probably should have made them a little bit longer, but wanted everything to fit tight.
You got a call.
Caleb.
Better answer it.
I am pulling the transmission out of Raggedy Ann.
Jesus criminy.
Right? What are you doing?
I'm busy. I'm man, like, you know what? I probably shouldn't even be on the phone right now. I'll go ahead and get a hold of you tomorrow.
One of your favorite women are listening to you. You
Now
do know
stop
that,
it.
right?
If he's coming up, I'm going in the house. I got your boxers on and I ain't got a bra on.
Heard that, didn't you? Yep, out here working on it, getting the transmission pulled out.
Alright, well, I'd say I'd come over, but I don't want to interrupt your time with your wife, so.
I'm going in to
she-
make dinner.
She's going in to make dinner anyway. But, like, I'm going to give it another 20 minutes and it'll be ready. It'll be out or ready to slide out on the jack. So, if that.
So you don't even freaking need my help, whatever.
I'm just letting you know that if you're too busy to help when you come over, like, you could just come over
All
and...
the work will be done in 20 minutes?
Yeah, you could just come over and bullshit or whatever. Trying to get away from your house, so mine's open. Come on over.
I mean, not really, but yeah. I was just bored.
Got you.
Alright.
There's no need to be bored. There's always stuff to do around here.
Oh yeah, see, I don't like to work, so that doesn't work for me.
And in 20 minutes or less, the work will be done. So it works out for you.
All right,
Grab you.
Grab me a bag of beer and I'll fucking swing over.
That's what I was gonna say. Grab you a bunch of beer. Come on over. All right, I am home from work. Changed my shirt, my shoes, and I am getting ready to put this thing together. So this is what we got, brand new. Bolt together. I haven't even pulled it out. I did open it and look down in it. Still smells like paint. Can't thank them enough. 501 Performance. There we are. And we're going in here directly. See if we can't get this thing back together and maybe get a test pass or two in. Just like that. It's in. Now to get it jacked up and back mated. All right, so the converter's in. I just got it backed out. It's in, fluid's topped off. So I am going to take this thing down my road here and see what it acts like on motor, see if there's any difference, and then come back, pull the data, and try to compare them, I guess, see where we're at. I know it's going to be different. It's going to act different on spray, but right now I just want to see how it compares with the motor. All right, so it's Sunday. We've been trying to figure this thing out for ever now. This is like take, I don't know, 6,700, 32,051. I've already warmed the engine up, cooled it down. I'm gonna take it down the road and give a different carburetor a shot and see if it's something within that. We did try another carburetor on it out at Bill's. It was the exact same carburetor that I have. It was just a known good one from Bob's Dyno. So just, I mean, we're basically just trying to pick straws out of the air. I've changed the fuel pump again, went through the fuel system. I've left the cap loose, I've blown through the vent. On the fuel cell, I've pulled the foam away from the pickup, taking the filter out of the pump. I mean, it's checked regulators. We just keep coming up with a dead end. It's exactly the same. So we're gonna give this a shot and see what it does. I put it on last night. I was out here in the barn at like, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning after putting it on, doing trans brake launches in the barn. And it showed promise at that point, but I could only be on the throttle for 1 second. So I didn't see it. The fuel pressure looks a lot smoother. It's not dropping and spiking like it was. And there wasn't the big fuel pressure loss off the trans brake. So we're gonna take it out here on the street and give it another go, and we will be back with more. Then pull a pin out of the parachute too. Just in case.
CJ Buckner.
Better safe than sorry.
Yes, this is true, but you're not helping my Sunday morning anxiety.
It's on motor. It shouldn't do
No.
too crazy, but just want to be prepared.
All right.
I think we're on to something. I don't know if you could hear it in the video, but the first one, it did break up, but it didn't break up, fall dead over, and then go. I turn around, come back, and it wasn't near as bad. And then this last one was pretty clean. So at this point, I kind of think the plugs are a little tired from all the idling and the revving and all that I did yesterday, last night. So I might try a different set of plugs and take it back out once it's all cooled down and everything, and see what it does. That showed promise. I'm going to look at the data and see what the fuel pump pressure looks like, see what the RPMs did, and all that good stuff. So I kind of feel a little excited. Like I said, it did break up. I was kind of let down when I first let off the button, but it seemed to have cleaned up a good bit. So that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm hoping that this is it and we can get everything taken care of. If that's the case, I just feel like it's something in the metering blocks, and hopefully it's a pretty easy quick fix on my ATM carburetor. Alright, so we put a new set of plugs in the car. We'll run it down the road here and see what it does. I used some -7s that I had gotten for the S10 whenever we took the S10 out. So, see what it does. Gapped them at 40 thousandths and just threw them in basically. I don't know what they need to be gapped at or anything like that. So, we'll run her down here, see what happens. Here we go. Really sucks is not having rear view mirrors on this thing, so I can't really see behind me. Know if anybody's coming. Let this car pass and we'll do it anyway. Let's see if I can figure out. How to change the launch RPM. There's 4,200. See what it does. Still can't see if anybody's behind me. lean. So I'll have to jet this carburetor. Needs to cool off a bit anyway. Two clean passes. It's really slow on the low end though, but it's not breaking up. So the only change is the carburetor. So now we need to address this, get the other carburetor figured out. It's definitely faster on motor with the other carburetor, so a good bit faster too. But that's that. I mean, who would have thunk, right? Like, never in a million years would I have ever thunk that the carburetor would do that. Even with the fuel system and the fuel data and everything, I'm lost. Upward. Here we go. We're loaded up. I'm headed back to Bill's. Dropped my carburetor off Sunday evening, the ATM carburetor, for him to start what he thinks is going on with it. I'm praying that's what it is.
And what is that?
He thinks it's a air bleed package. So whenever we was there, if you guys remember, he made mention that my jets were really big for a gas carburetor. So what he's thinking is the air bleeds are really large, which means I have to put a lot of main jet in it to make the engine happy. So we're going to drop the air bleed package that's in it and drop the main jet package that's in it, and hopefully this takes care of our lean issue and the fueling issue. I said I put the other carburetor on it and it's not doing it, but it doesn't seem to pull as hard and it's not as fast going off of a draggy. It's a few tenths, like 3/10 slower. So, and that could be some spinning because there's the 60 foot's off too. So without taking it to a track, I don't know, but it didn't seem to spin a ton. Like, I went and looked at the marks and all that, and it didn't seem to put a lot of marks down. So it just felt really slow taking off, and then it takes off and goes. So we're about to find out, I guess.
And do you feel the same theory as Bill, or do you have a different theory?
I wouldn't call it a theory, but I had mentioned to him, like, whenever I got a hold of him, I asked him, do you think this is maybe something in the metering blocks? Because there's a lot of little tiny jets in the metering blocks, and I may have even said something about that. But there's a lot of little tiny jets in the metering blocks. Could it be something there? So this is what he's thinking. This is where he wants to start, and he by far knows more about carburetors than I do. So I'm hoping this is what it is, because when you get into the metering blocks, it's, like I said, a bunch of little tiny jets. So we're about to find out. I'm headed that way here. I'm strapping it down and rolling out. So we just changed the carburetor. I am going to reset the throttle positioning sensor. And then we're gonna give her a whirl. There it is. It's easy as that. Was way worse. That was test pass 2. We went up 3 jet sizes all the way around, or 3 thousandths all the way around on the jet size. I feel like we went backwards on that one. So back to the drawing board. It was doing better, so I think we need to just take a little bit away from it maybe now. Let's see what it does. All right, so we just went the other way on the jetting. I'm gonna run it down the road and see what it does. We're praying that it's nice and smooth and pulls hard all the way through. We're about to find out.
came back from Bill's. What did you guys get figured out? What do you still need to work on?
Still need to work on the ATM carburetor. It's not happy with my engine. Took the high-speed air bleeds down considerably, and it made it better. The fuel curve looked better, but something was still off. We played with jetting up and down, so it was not a success for this time go round. I want to get back on it as soon as we get a chance. Leaving for the race tomorrow for the weekend, so maybe next week or whenever I get back I can show some more attention to it and keep trying. We did talk about maybe some things to do to try to make it better, so it's just going to take time to put that in motion.
So this weekend, Friday and Saturday, will be Cash Days at the Hill down at Katy Dragway in South Webster. I believe it's $40 for the weekend to get in. I'm not sure the cost on each night if you just go one night versus the other. I believe racing starts around 6:30ish on Friday and around 3 on Saturday. Friday is going to be a little bit more chilly. Saturday looks to be warm, so make sure you prepare for that. Before we conclude, I know our last video, there was a little bit of haziness, fuzziness in the video. We do apologize for that. Sometimes when we transfer or we send each other videos or we're recording on another device, sometimes it always doesn't get transferred over quickly or properly. So that was a technology default. Hopefully we don't have that problem again, but we did want you guys to be able to hear the information that Bill was talking about on there. We felt that it was knowledgeable and that it was something that you needed to hear. So that's why we went ahead and put it in the video. So hopefully we'll see you this weekend at KD.
Yeah.
Wish us luck. We're going in untested.
Yeah, different carburetor, different converter, so we're just kind of swinging.